The views and opinions expressed during this program are entirely those of the show's hosts and do not necessarily reflect those of Rude Rangers Entertainment, its investors, management, advertisers, or staff. Don't sue us, y'all. We don't have any money.
Hello, my love bugs. It's Yvonne, the Motivator, Mann, and welcome to Dear Daughter, the mother of all shows. I am so happy, as always, to be with you guys. It just makes my heart jump that you watch every week, you support me, and through your support, it encourages me. So just know the motivator needs to be motivated too, and you guys do. I have to do a shout out to Angel J. Last week, I gave you all homework. Regarding the butterfly effect, and Angel, to answer your question. Okay, the butterfly effect, I've gone through all 4 stages. I've come out this beautiful butterfly. What about the haters? Oh my goodness, y'all spend so much time on, oh, they hating or they're haters. Sugar babies. Don't you know that nobody talks about somebody who ain't got enough? That's right. It's not grammatically correct, but I had to throw it at you just like that. If you don't have anything, no one's going to talk about you. It's not hating. It is other people understanding and seeing your worth that you don't see, and they're trying to rip you apart for it. Example. Oh, Yvonne, all you do is run your mouth. I happen to be a speaker. That's what speakers do. That's my gift. It used to bother me when people said that. Now I'm like, yes, I do. And it seems like you're listening. I don't get offended because someone wants to be nasty and try and tear apart my gift. I understand my gift. I'm confident in my gift. And what I say back to them lets them know that, yes, I do run my mouth. I'm a speaker. That's what speakers do. Have you watched my show? I have 3 of them. Yes. And you sit there with that look on your face like, now how about you, boo? And you'll hear crickets. Because if people are spending so much time talking about you, ripping you apart, hating, as you guys would like to say, they don't have enough time to build themselves. And if there's people around you that all they're doing is talking about other folks and ripping apart who they are, you need to remove yourself from them, because that's poison. And that poison will get on you. And then soon you'll be saying, oh, she thinks she cute, or oh, she get on my nerves. All I do is just keep seeing her on Facebook. Why all of her life got to be on Facebook? And all that other stuff people say. If you have a gift, my love, if you are a special type of chick, they're going to talk about you. You hating. They're not hating. Yes, they are talking, but they're not hating. They're noticing your gift. So live out loud. There is nothing more beautiful than a woman with confidence. Too many of you are shrieking down who you are. You want to say, yeah, I'm an artist. I draw a little. No, I'm an artist. I have some paintings. You want to see them? Yeah, I'm a makeup artist. I do makeup. No, honey, I will beat your face. When's the next time you go in somewhere? Because I will have you looking like the only diva. Why are we shrinking down? Why are we trying to downplay who we are so we won't have people hating? Are you kidding me? People going to talk about you whether you good, bad, or in between, because that's what people do, especially women, is run their mouths. If you put yourself in a position to always have to move the climate of your life depending on what someone's saying, you will never have a happy life. You will never live in your purpose, and you will never know who you are. It is okay. You're funny. Guess what? Keep telling those jokes. and you will make a pretty decent living, because I did stand up for 5 years, and honey, I did not. I repeat, I did not miss a meal or a bill. Okay, so if that's where you want to go for your dream. Don't let people, y'all are letting people talk you out of stuff. Do you know why people talk about you and talk you out of stuff? Because they don't have the courage to do it themselves. They absolutely do not. If I listened to people, I would have never bought my house. They would have said, well, how are you going to buy a house? Well, I already knew. I didn't know how I was going to buy a house. So I kept it to myself until I went to closing, because I was already scared. And I was able to buy my first house when I was 38 by myself. That's right. Me and me alone, and a buck tooth, a not need 14-year-old. And I had that house for 20 years until I sold it and moved into my apartment, which I absolutely love. Why? Because I live by myself. My daughter and her kids ain't here. No, I'm only kidding. I love my apartment because it's nice, it's airy, it's large, my neighbors are nice, and I just like the fact of not having the responsibility of a house. But people were hating on me when I moved. All they talked about was, oh, well, she must have lost her house. I didn't get upset that people didn't know the story. It's not their story, because they were upset that I was able to buy the house. So now that I don't have the house, of course, the story has to be negative, not positive, because God forbid I did something positive. People around you don't necessarily want to see the best for you. We fool ourselves in that, oh, that's my friend. Or is that your frenemy? Think about that. Yeah. Some people are around you just hoping that you'll fall, so they'll be able to point and say, see, you weren't everything you thought you were, or you're not all that. Because they know your potential. You're the one that doesn't have a clue. So, Angel J, I hope that you're getting something out of this. I'm glad you watch all the shows. But girl, be you. Shine out loud. Don't you be upset who gets a sunburn by your light. That's on them. People just gonna have to get umbrellas. You don't dim down. You shine bright. You let people have to take cover to get some shade, whatever it is. I tell you, I do not dim down my light. It took a minute for me to always say, and it's really part of my name now, Yvonne the Motivator Man. It just flows out of my mouth. But it took a minute. I remember when I said it, and Yvonne, I'm Yvonne the Motivator. I'm Yvonne. I'm a motivational speaker. I just couldn't say it because I was fearful that someone would say something, and someone did. They were like, the motivator, what is that? I said, not what you are. And then someone said, Yvonne the Motivator Man, what type of name is that? Mine. You don't take time trying to help someone make common sense out of your life. It's not their life. So you get over that. They're hating, or I'm hated, or, you can't do nothing because they're haters. You can do everything, and you can do it out loud, and you should do it out loud. You should never, ever, ever whisper who you are. Can you imagine me saying, hi, I'm Yvonne the Motivator Man? Really? What are you going to do for me? And I happen to have a voice that carries. I'm not going to say I'm loud, but I have a voice that carries. So whenever I speak, it's booming. It fills a room. I'm not a small girl. I'm a big chick. So I have this big personality. I've got this big smile. I got these big old eyes, and I got this big old body. And I walk into a room, and I'm telling you, I absorb it. I'm not going to walk in there like, oh, they're not going to like me because I'm not thin, or oh, they're not going to like me because of this, and oh, because I'm that, and because my personality. Let me tell you something. I could either be 60 pounds up or 60 pounds down in the next 6 months. It all depends on how hard I work on it. But I dress all of this from my head to my feet. I love me. I don't care what they say because they'll talk. When I was 400 pounds, yes, I was. Ooh, Lord, I'm trying my best not to ever get back there again. When I was 400 pounds, they would say, who she thinks she is with her big old self. And when I had the gastric bypass, yes, I did. And if there's any of you interested in doing that, please contact me and we can talk. Had the gastric bypass, I lost 185 pounds. And they said, who does she think she is? Or she thinks she's so cute because she lost a little bit of weight. No, I lost half of my body. And then when I put on 90 pounds, oh my God, I wasn't happy about it, and then people were like, oh, she let herself go. And all of you would say that's hated. But you know what? People don't understand my story. They don't know that I have debilitating arthritis. They don't understand that sometimes just sleeping at night is painful for me, and moving is very hard. So me gaining weight, the weight came on because the arthritis hit me. Oh, well, you're arthritic because you're old. You're 60 years old. I was diagnosed at 18. I was told at 16 that I couldn't play any high school sports. I refused to listen because I'm a kid. And at 18, I was told if I continued, that they thought by now I would not even be able to walk. But hey, who's beating the odds? Me. So the arthritis isn't going to win. I told you all that, but I don't express that. It's none of your business what's going on in my life. This is my life and I'm going to live it out loud. And when we come back from break, I'm going to tell you exactly what God says about haters. And you're never, ever, ever going to have a problem with that again. Y'all make sure y'all come back.
Of Long Island Telecom. We are your cellular superstore. We have the best in no-contract cellular on every carrier in the United States. We also do portable MiFi units, home phone service. We could beat your cable company at their own game by providing you very inexpensive TV, and we are a Sirius XM dealer as well. We can create a website for you, give you a special corporate email, and we do credit card processing. 631-833-9679.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
I'm so glad you came back. And I want you this Friday to go to Rude Rangers Unite at 7 p.m. and check out Determined Women of Destiny. I have some female entrepreneurs that are doing some really, really great things, and they're very motivating. They started from nothing and, grew a business. So I think you guys would really benefit from checking out that show. Again, that's every Friday, 7 p.m. on Rude Rangers Unite Facebook page. I hope that you join me. And you guys are always asking about my glasses. Do you like the clear? What? And again, wear light. WHERELIGHT.com. Their glasses are affordable, and I happen to wear bifocals. I don't know if you can see the line there. No, I ain't doing progressive. I don't like progressive. I be banging into walls with progressive. I have bifocals, and they never, ever, 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 ever get my prescription wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. One time they did, but that was my fault, and they just sent me another pair. I didn't have to return them because they in China. They just sent me another pair and apologized. What? And because of their new year, they were behind, and they sent a coupon out. And I was able to purchase 3 pairs of glasses that came to $35.31. So you want to go check out Wear Light and just put in there, Yvonne the Motivator Man sent you. How about that? So before break, I was going to tell you what God says about haters. And you guys are always talking about, I'm going to block them off of Facebook. I'm going to kick them out my life. I don't want them around me. No, honey. Psalms 23 starts with, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And in there it says, he prepareth a table before my enemies, which means you get to sit at a table with all of those blessings, and everybody gets to look at you enjoying them. You don't block nobody from Facebook. Let them keep talking. And when they see you rise, all they can say is, oh, her again. Her again. Yeah. You don't kick anybody out your life. You move away from, with them, but you don't have to be nasty. You don't have to have an argument. You can decrease your phone calls and, hanging out with them, but you don't have to tell them, I'm done. You're out of here. Honey. No. Let them watch. Sit at that table that God prepares for you in the face of your enemies, and let them see how blessed you are. Don't you keep them from watching your blessing just because you're upset. They hurt your feelings. Y'all know I always got a story. I had a boyfriend. I'm too old for a boyfriend. I had a man that was in my life off and on for 10 years. And don't ever do that, because you break up and you go back together. You break up and you go back together. That third time he's gone. He'll be with you, but he's in his mind, he's gone. Y'all are no longer together. He has no more commitment with you. So if that's somebody you want to be with, you're going through hard times and it's not abusive and y'all love each other, hang in there and work on it. Unless you just can't repair it, then go. But that back and forth, no. It puts you in a terrible situation. So back and forth for 5 years, and his self-esteem was so low. And I didn't realize that until I was out of the relationship, that all he could was tear me down. And every time it looked like something good in my life, he just had something to say about it and just tore me down, because he had his own apartment. He lived in the city. I assumed that Sugar Pants was making some money. Well, when I went to his bathroom one time and he had his paycheck in there, I was like, oh, mother makes almost $15,000 more than he does. And he knew that I made more money than him. How, I don't know, but he knew it. And would always say, you don't even know how to deal with your money. Excuse me, I'm a homeowner. Got a fairly decent brand new car. I've got a daughter and a grandchild. Well, eventually it was a grandchild. They live with me. I ain't asking for nothing. I'm pretty okay. And at that time, I wanted to go back into doing makeup full time. I had went back to school, became a certified MUD, that's makeup designery school. Yeah, MUD, the makeup, the big one. Yes, I'm certified makeup artist. And all he would say is, oh, so you're going to be a big time makeup artist. Don't you know at your age, you can't get back in the game? And, you know, he was kind of right until I started doing Fashion Week, and I was doing nails because, you know, that's my forte, and makeup. Yeah. So who was too old? I've always beat the odds. I'd never let anything keep me down. And then it was always, you know, I wasn't thin enough, wasn't smart enough, thin enough. I was 185 pounds. I was size 16, really a 14, wearing 16, not believing I was small enough because I'm with this fool running around here looking like Glow and Dynamite, weaves of life. And still, I wasn't good enough, you know, and I bought into that, and it was absolutely ridiculous. And he had to go. But I remember our last conversation, and I said one thing to him, was shut the air down. I said, you're absolutely right. But guess what, boo? One day you're going to be able to Google me. And I stepped out that door and never looked back. Now, who all over Facebook? Hey, good people, it's Yvonne, the Motivator Man. I didn't even see this day coming, but I spoke my existence on my exit out of hell. Now, if anybody was a hater, it was him, because he saw my worth and I didn't. And he knew I didn't see my worth, because if I did, I would have never been with him and I would have never taken that treatment. But on your exit way out of hell, you make sure you let every demon and imp that has been sent to keep you from your purpose, let them know what the hell, that's right, you about to do. Because I'm stepping straight out of this hell and I'm going into my purpose, and you're going to Google me one day. And I shut it right down. I'm telling you, the air in the room seemed to leave. You know how you watch movies and they're in this mindscape thing and they're standing on this pedestal all the way up, like about 5,000 feet up in the air. And they're just on this pedestal and there's no way, there's nothing to touch. It's just air. You're just there. That's exactly what I was going through. I was on that pedestal. One day you're going to Google me. I didn't know that I'd be stepping into the destiny I'm in now. And I still have even further to go, even further to go, even further. And of course, he's tried to check out what I'm doing. You know, when I was doing makeup and nails for Fashion Week, I did a flipgram. And I'm dating myself. I don't think y'all do flipgrams no more. I did a flipgram. And he went in and liked it so I could see it. And I'm quite sure he was hoping that I would reach out to him. No, ain't nothing to reach for. I'm reaching forward. I left that behind me, you know? So when you come out of hell, I'm going to say it again, because some of y'all got some fire underneath your feet and underneath your butt that's burning you. When you walk out of hell, you speak to where exactly you're going, to shut that door forever. You have a purpose. There's a plan for your life. And for my determined women of destiny, I'll give to you what I give to them. I'm a determined woman of destiny. My purpose and my plan has been laid out for me. I cannot fail. I can only succeed because I'm a woman of destiny. You're a woman of destiny too. And people ain't gonna like you because they know you have a destiny. But other women that have destinies don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with Victoria Freeman with her red hair and just crazy. And I love the fact of her energy. And she's a comedian and she wants to put on shows and she's loud and she's rambunctious. Hey, she reminds me of me when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. Love you, Victoria Freeman. I can't wait to see what she produces. I'm a woman of destiny. When I check out another woman doing something, I want to lock arms and say, come on, let's go. Stop running your mouth against people. And when people start running their mouths against you, hated, just remember, he prepares a table before your enemies. God knew that there would be people that would come against you. And he said, it's all right. Because I'm going to put can you imagine a table with like turkey and collard greens and all this other stuff? All your favorite foods, all the good foods that all us people of color eat. Let me see some arroz con pollo. Let me see for my Asian people. I know they have a stew with oxtails. Yes, they do. So, all the foods, that's favorite foods that we like to eat. And you get to have all those foods. And the people that, quote unquote, are hating, they get to see you with that, but they don't get to partake in it. See, if we were smart enough to understand that if you don't tear someone down, but you link arms with them, you get a chance to be a partaker of their success. All my biz chicks, the one thing we say, and we say it in unison, either we eating filet mignon together or we eating hot dogs together. But everybody at the biz chicks table, they're going to eat. Isn't that wonderful? I love the fact that I have a tribe of women that are business women that are very serious about all of our businesses being successful. All of us. We're not trying to see who has more. We're not trying to see who's going to do what or whatever. The only reason why we're trying to see that is because we want to see how can we help them. How can I help you in your business? What are you doing right now that I can help you? And that's the type of people you need around you, especially when you're starting out. You don't need anybody to tell you, girl, please, what makes you think you can do that? You already doubt yourself. Why would you have a doubter on your team? Yeah, there was a doubting Thomas on Jesus's team, and you realize he didn't speak much until Jesus returned. You don't hear about Thomas all the time. You hear about Peter. You hear about John. Oh, yes, we heard about Judas. But you don't hear about Thomas, the doubting Thomas. You only hear about him when Jesus returns. He says, well, how do I know it's you? And he says, stick your finger in my hand. So I want y'all to live out loud in your purpose. I want you to forget about the people that's hating. Don't block them, honey. Let them have a front row seat to your success. And when you walking out of hell, I want you to proclaim where you're going, to let hell know I'm shutting the door and you can't come with me. So until next time, love bugs, peace and blessings, hugs, smooches, and kisses from my heart to yours. Have a great, great week.